It's October and chill is in the air. We're getting out our spooky stuff and we're going to be celebrating Halloween or Samhain or All Hallows Eve, whatever you prefer. We're breaking out the spooky decks this month for our Psychic Tarot reading. We're going to use the Dark Mansion Tarot, followed by the Deviant Moon Tarot, and still use our regular Animal Totem and pull the three lots of love, lots of answers, lots of proverbs. October's a big month because not only because of the spooky holidays and everything, but also because we're finishing up the last round of eclipses. Before we get into it, I just want to let you know that my name is vickieverlie and you are watching the Rock and Roll Prophetess on YouTube. Do not be fooled by imposters. You can always reach me at my website, vickieverlie.com. Before we do the Psychic Tarot reading, let's go through some of the astrology because there is quite a bit. We're kicking off the month with this big new moon eclipse in Libra. This is the last of this series of eclipses in Libra. We've had them for about the last couple of years, year and a half or so, since early 2023. And this is going to be the last one, so we're wrapping up that cycle from that time period. So it's very poignant. Even though it's a new moon, it's a south node, and it is a cycle of completion or finishing. That starts on the 2nd of the month. On the 11th, we're going to have Jupiter going retrograde at 21 degrees of Gemini. And then on the 17th, we're going to have a full moon in Aries at 24 degrees of 35 of Aries. On the 22nd, the sun moves from Libra into Scorpio. And of course, happy birthday to all the Libras and Scorpios this month. Happy Halloween, we already said. If you like my readings, there's also weekly astrology and tarot on Patreon. You can check that out. And the featured reading this month, dun, 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 is going to be the year ahead readings. I've created a tiny little separate video that's going to go over it if you're not familiar with it, so stay tuned. Otherwise, we'll be back to get into the sign by sign. Hi everyone, I wanted to jump in real quick and just explain a little bit more about the year ahead reading. I've been doing this for over 10 years, always the most popular reading by far. But this is what you're looking at, and this is what you'll get. Well, first we'll talk a little bit of astrology, not a whole lot. It's not an astrology reading, it's more of a psychic tarot reading, and this is the layout. But I just want to show you, we'll hit some of the big transits for the upcoming year. This is a year where there's going to be a lot of big upcoming transits. Now this was last year, I always make these cards just to refer to. And last year we had Jupiter change signs, and that happens every year. But we're going to have, and then we had Pluto going in and out of Capricorn and Aquarius. That's pretty much all that happened last year. Compared to, this is what's coming up for 2025. We're going to have the nodes change sign. We're going to have Neptune change signs. We're going to have Saturn change signs. We're going to have Jupiter change signs. We're going to have Uranus change signs. And then some of these are going to retrograde back in. I mean, this is a year where there's a lot of points to hit on the astrology. So just even for the astrology, like a basic idea of where it's going to hit in your chart, it might even be worth it just for that. But then we go through and I divide the year into 4 quarters of the year. 3-month increments, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And then we throw out 3 cards per row, per quarter of the year, and we go do a psychic tarot reading. Now the cards are not like this one's for January, this one's February, and this one's March. I like to do it, it's just sort of an overall vibe. You know, these 3 cards will kind of give me an overall vibe, what your first quarter might look like, what your second quarter might look like, etc., etc. So it's a very popular reading. It's like almost like a little Christmas gift, an appreciation for you, because I've never raised the price even in 10 years, so it should be fairly affordable for most people. But it's, you know, it's a pretty cool reading. It goes into astrology, it goes into the year ahead, and it's going to be available only until we get till the end of the year. I like to space it out, so if you want to order a little early, that would always be helpful. I don't like to get slammed right at the last week during the holiday season, but you know, that happens too, and that's cool too. Whatever you want to do, whatever you can do. Again, the most popular reading of the year. I know many of you order it every year, so I look forward to hearing from all of you again soon. And I just wanted to give you a little bit more, if you're not familiar, what you get for the reading. Okay, back to the regular reading. Okay, let's get started with the sign of Aries. Now, Aries, you know, you are also part of this whole eclipse cycle because it's been on the Aries and Libra axis. 2 cards flew out already. We've got the King of Cups and we've got the Temperance card. We'll get your 3rd card from the Dark Mansion. One more, please. Is that the Ten of Cups? Yeah, the Ten of Cups. Yeah, so you've been involved in this whole Aries Libra cycle because you're the opposite sign. So you're gonna have your full moon this month, which is big too. You're gonna have your full moon on the 17th. Things coming to culmination. And then there will be one more eclipse in your sign next year, but then that'll be it for you. You got the King of Cups. Oh, that's the Nine of Cups. So I thought you had King of Cups twice. You got Nine of Cups, King of Cups here, Two of Wands. Sometimes this deck is a little hard to see. And then Judgment. All right. Well, it looks like many of you, I'm going to turn on the light. I hope we don't get glare, but I think I need a little bit of light here. Is that good? Can you guys see? And I think I actually need to use my stronger glasses too. That's maybe more than the light is. I need the stronger glasses. Okay, yeah, so we're starting out with the Nine of Cups, the wish card. So your wish is coming true. So if you had a particular thing that you were wishing for at the onset of this reading while tuning in, you're getting a big yes to your answers. I mean, you've got cups, cups, and cups. Cups, cups, and more cups. Well, the other thing is, with the Libra energy, that is your 7th house relationships, particularly if you are Aries rising. So, you know, relationships are coming into focus here. And it shows here we got the 9 and 10 of Cups in sequence here. 9 is the wish card, and then 10 is known as the marriage card. But really, it's just having this happiness, having this joy, reaching that culmination. Because, of course, the tarot goes just like a regular deck of cards. It goes from the ace all the way through to the 10, where the 10 is the most. The 10 of Cups is the most love, the most happiness, the most joy you can feel. So you're reaching that point of the most joy because things are coming into balance, because you're communing with your higher self. And there definitely could be some angelic, you've got 2 angelic cards, you've got the Temperance and the Judgment cards. You've got 2 different angelic cards showing up in your spread. So there is this era of, you know, working with your guides, working with the higher energy, working with the higher forces, if you will. The Knight of Cups is here, so this could be a water sign person, a Scorpio, a Cancer, or a Pisces. This could also be after the 22nd, when we move into the sign of Scorpio. But also, the King of Cups is this, it goes right in with this 10 of Cups energy. It goes right in. I think this light is too strong. I'm going to have to dial it back. That's going to be better for my eyes. Yes, okay. This goes right in with this 10 of Cups energy because the King of Cups is offering this love. He's offering this cup. He's offering his love, and he or she, they are an emotionally mature person. So this 10 of Cups indicates this, and so does the King of Cups, that this is an emotionally mature relationship. This isn't something that's going to be playing baby games or where we're playing head games or things like that. This is, you know, definitely on the up and up and a more mature relationship. And the angelic presence also, you know, kind of reinforces that this is a higher love. Bring me a higher love. You also have the 2 of Rods down here. So that's a really positive card, too, for a relationship. The 2 of Rods is seeing where you're going in life and knowing where to go. But also, the 2 of Rods is a true partnership. It's a true friendship. It's an equal partnership. It's with somebody that you can really, you're on the same page. You kind of see things from the same angle, and you're going in the same direction, and your life path aligns, and you can go in the same direction. This is, you know, you've got these Judgment cards, so this could be perhaps after a period of turbulence, you know, trials and tribulations, going through karmic learning process, hardships, and this is a karmic reward or an end to the karmic cycle, which is interesting too because the whole thing with the node being in your sign, which is also ending as we move into next year. This is the tail end of the nodes being in your sign. This is a once every 19-year cycle where the North Node will be in your sign. The nodes are also very karmic, you know, so this is the end of a karmic cycle, and the cards are confirming it as well. Let me go ahead and reach in and let's get your animal totem for our Aries friends. We got the ant. The ant is about really working hard and getting a lot done. Let me read what I wrote initially. Working tirelessly for the good of all, connecting with the community and knowing our place in it. You can move mountains and make miracles happen. Yeah, while the overall theme of the reading is kind of more in the love vein, the ant energy really isn't. You know, the ant is more about work. So for some of you, if I want to interpret this as a work reading or a career reading, You know, this could be you're achieving much happiness in your work, much success after much trials and tribulation. Two of Rods can be like you, again, you're just really on the right path, or you have a new work partner. I feel if you want to interpret this as a work reading, that this person here, this King of Cups, really sees you, appreciates you, acknowledges you, and you know, just gives you the rewards you're due. This could be somebody who, in the time of Scorpio, comes in and gives you that promotion and wants you to, you know, boost you up to that next level, to that next realm of, you know, of your. It could be around your full moon here too. We get that full moon in your sign on the 17th, and then the 22nd, we move on right into Scorpio, so it could be around that time. Let's go ahead and get your lots of love to finish out the reading. From the bottom, we've got laughter. Yeah, well, laughter is great. I mean, that's one of my big criteria, you know, in relation, or friendships either. You know, just if you can't laugh at yourself, then, you know, you got to be able to have a laugh. You know, that's always been important to me. That was the big thing back when, you know, back in the day. My daughters always ask, because me and her dad, we've been apart for many years. How were you and Dad ever a couple? You know? And my answer is always the same. He made me laugh. You know, we had a lot of laughs together, so that was what won me over at that time. But let's go on to our lots of answers. Let's see here. It says obviously. So yeah, obviously. Obviously, it's right in front of your face, I want to say. The universe is really trying to show you something, and they're going to be making it more obvious, perhaps even around that full moon over there, full moon in Aries. Okay, let's get the last one, which is our lots of Proverbs. We have beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Well, it's, you know, beauty, that could be physical beauty, but it could relate back to what I was just saying. You know, maybe it's not all about how they look. Maybe they got a great personality and they really make you laugh and you really have a great time with them. And maybe that's a beautiful thing that you're attracted to. I mean, there has to be a physical attraction or you'll never move beyond friendship, obviously. But I don't think I really read the ant card. I want to do that just in case I forgot. But yeah, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You're going to find a partner that sees the beauty in you, and you see the beauty in them. Okay, working tirelessly for the good of all, connecting with community and knowing our place in it. You can move mountains and make miracles happen. Yeah, you could definitely it could feel like some miracles are happening with all this angelic presence going on, and all these wish cards and stuff, and this whole thing with this nodal thing wrapping up. You know, this could be the end of a cycle of suffering, but also, you know, you get those rewards. When stuff moves through completion in a sign, like the nodes will be completing in your sign, often you will get those rewards or those blessings, you know, on the way out. It'll give you that gift or that blessing. Okay, next we're going to move on to the sign of Taurus. Okay, Taurus. Well, nothing big happening actually in your sign, but, you know, the eclipse energy definitely affects everybody. And another thing about the Libra eclipse, which is, again, if you skip the intro on the second here, you know, this is also a Venus-ruled eclipse, and you are a Venus-ruled sign as well. Okay, I just want to cut like this, and then I'm going to do the 3 cut. For some reason, I felt like I wanted to do that. Okay, here we've got the King of Swords, followed by the 9 of Wands, and your 3rd card for October is the 6 of Cups. Okay, next let's move over to the Deviant Moon deck and do a shuffle on that. Yeah, so you're both Venus ruled. So, you know, your ruling planet Venus is getting really activated. Another thing is that after the Sun moves into Scorpio, you'll be having your full moon next month too. But Venus going into Scorpio, that could also be very much some partnership energy on your I was going to pull 3 off the top for some reason. I think I want to do that. Okay, I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3. So what we've got here is the Ace of Pentacles, the 6 of Rods, and the Page of Wands. For some reason, I just felt like I wanted to do that. Okay, well, the Ace of Pentacles talks about some kind of new money coming in. I know you like to hear that, Taurus. I'm going to move this out of the way. I'll put it over here. Because Taurus is always looking for that new financial gains. And we've got this quarter moon, but it could be the new moon. There's 2 times where so it's not the full moon. The new moon you don't really see. It's completely in the dark. But I feel like this is kind of going with this new moon eclipse. You could be getting right out of the gate, Ace of Pentacles, some kind of news about some new money. perhaps through the King of Swords, which, by the way, King of Swords is an air sign energy as well. So that's Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. This could absolutely be talking about that new moon in Libra. But this could also be talking about somebody who's the king, who has this power or authority, who's offering you the job or letting you know about the opportunity. Or in some cases, the King of Swords can be somebody who's a lawyer or involved in legal consulting, contracts, things like this. They may be somebody who's kind of negotiating it for you or looking it over if you are offered some kind of a contract. Because it does seem like initially you may feel sort of leery about what this is all about. You may have your guard up or have your dander up because of Six of Cups, because of things from the past and how the things from the past maybe didn't work out. So you're like once bitten, twice shy. But with the Six of Cups, usually this card is about bringing some big happiness or joy to your life. Again, there is a strong tie to the past, and there is a strong tie to children and childhood. So it could be your own childhood dream that's re-emerging or coming true or coming to the forefront. Or it could just be something from the past that you're going to pick up again, and that brings you a lot of pleasure with the cups. Six of Rods, you're going to kill it. Six of Rods is triumph, victory. All hail the king, I heard. So everybody's looking to you. You may be in a leadership position. Again, we've got this moon and sun on here. Could be this solar eclipse energy. So there is this, well, the deviant moon, now come to think of it, it has moons on every card, I think. So, but there is, what I was drawn to, if you can't see it, is this sun and moon down here on his jacket or whatever that is, on his robe. And that's when the sun and moon join together. That's when we have this new moon and solar eclipse. But anyways, yeah, so you are victorious. You're the one they chose. You're the chosen leader. You may get elected like to a president of a club or something like that, or nominated or elected. But also, it could just be you're the one they hire. You're the one they pick out of the crowd that they want to give you the job. The Page of Wands is fire sign energy, again tied to children and maybe childhood. But also, we're looking at some fire sign energy here on the 17th when we have this full moon in Aries. So this could be talking about something popping on that full moon where you're walking into that new thing. You're the new person. You're the newbie. You're the new person. You're making that fresh start. But it's with the Rods energy. It's exciting. You're excited about it. You're excited to get into it, and it's fun and exciting. I'm hearing it's fresh, exciting. That's like an old disco song or something. It's so exciting to me. I'm kind of off key on that. I don't really remember that song. But I did hear it. If you've never been here for my videos, I do tend to break into song because that's the way my guides come through with their messages and communicate with me. I try not to sing too much because I know some people really hate it. Okay. Hummingbird. Ooh. Hummingbird is very much a love energy. Very much a love energy. But it's also joy. Joyous. There's going to be some kind of joy thing. Some of you, if this is a love energy, this could be some lover from the past coming back, and you may, or maybe you just are thinking of them and it just brings you a lot of happiness and joy. Or doing what you love and then the money follows. Okay, Hummingbird, love abounding, laughter and joy. Elevated vibrations brings glimpses of magic. The fairy folk surely dance nearby. Savor the sweet bouquet and the nectar. Taste the nectar of life. It's interesting that it's saying sweet bouquet, and there's bouquets of flowers all over here. I did notice that, but I didn't bring it up. But yeah, all the bouquets of flowers all over this. There's a whole bunch of them down on the table and everything. Maybe I should hold this up so you can see a little better. Can you see all the bouquets of flowers even under my thumb? There's one. Under my thumb, the girl who once pushed me around. Okay, Taurus. It's down on me. Absolutely. Lots of answers. Let's see. The way she talks when she's spoken to, down to me. The change has come. She's under my thumb. Under my thumb. Well, I don't think that's the message, but bitter. Well, so there could be bitter, sour grapes because these other people didn't get the job and you did. That's the thing I feel like. Also, though, if it's something from the past, don't be so on guard and so embittered that you don't go for it again. Because maybe before the timing wasn't right, and now it could be. Okay, last year, lots of Proverbs for Taurus. I got this one. says, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. See, some of you are in a big competition of some sort. Yeah, and there could be some sore losers, you know, but the bigger they are, the harder they fall. You're going to be victorious in the end. You're going to get the prize or the money, too. This could be some kind of a competition where there's a prize at the end of it, some kind of a tournament, or even like a grant or something like that, where there's eliminations. You know, and it could be really tough competition here. Maybe that's why you have this Nine of Rods. It's going to be different for everybody. But yeah, it looks like a very favorable month for you overall. And I think this eclipse is really going to bring you guys some really good news that you've been waiting for. If you want to get in on the year ahead reading, the most popular reading of the year, go over to my website, vickieverlie.com, and you can find out more information. Otherwise, I hope you have a great month, Taurus, and I'll be back next month. Now we're going to move on to the sign of Gemini. Okay, Gemini, let me do a shuffle for you. Now, again, this eclipse isn't in your sign, but it's in Gemini. I mean, it's in Libra, which is a fellow air sign. So, and here's another thing. So the air sign energy, first of all, with the solar eclipse, is really favorable because that's a nice trine to your energy. But for everyone, it's wrapping up these last couple years, right? Here's another thing, though. The Jupiter, which is in your sign, is going to go retrograde on the 11th. So Jupiter's been giving a lot of focus to you and your sign, and giving you a lot of abundance in whatever area you've been focusing on. My glasses are on frame here. Let's get them out of the way. You know, whatever area in life that you've been really focusing on, it's going retrograde. So that's going to be a time to maybe go over some things from the past, maybe review, you know, do some, they're calling it, what are they calling it? Recon or something like that? Recon, is that a word? Whatever. Going over things from the past and kind of perfecting it more. Okay, let's do this dex first up here. Fix my bracelet. There we go. We got first card is the Six of Pentacles, getting some money. Next we have the Queen of Cups, is a water sign energy. And lastly, we have the Eight of Wands, things moving quickly. And I'm going to do one more shuffle before I cut these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 3 more cards for Taurus. We have the Six of Pentacles again, and in line with each other. Look out. Gemini. Look out, Gemini. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Well, that's the Four of Pentacles, not the Six. I read that backwards. These cards are a little weird to read, the symbols on. Sometimes I get them mixed up. And then the King of Swords. Well, you don't have the Six twice, but you do have the 4, 6, and 7, so almost right in order there of the Pentacle cards. So finance and money is going to be a big thing for you this month. Now we've got the King of Swords. We've got 2 court cards, starting with the King of Swords and then the Queen of Cups. Well, this is air energy and water energy, and we're going to be in air energy, and we're going to have the air solar eclipse until the 22nd, when we're going to move into water energy. It feels like this water energy is more about you getting the actual cash in hand, because the Six of Pentacles is you getting the money. Some of you, it could be something like, an endowment. Six of Pentacles sometimes can be like giving, where you don't work for it, where it's like she's giving Tiny Tim here or somebody some money here. So it could be like that. It could be like where you get a grant or an endowment or something like that. But also it can be money that you work for too. Whatever it is, it sure seems like where you've been tight with the money here, it seems like, things could really kind of go forward, and you could get, some, you don't have to be as tight anymore. You could get some financial rewards. Seven of Pentacles, because it looks like you've been maybe tight, and then you're making plans. It's like, well, I'm going to put this money here, I'm going to do that with this, and this, that, and the other. I'm going to do this. This industry stuff in the background is really standing out to me. So maybe some of you, there's something having to do with this kind of thing, manufacturing. Maybe you have a great product idea and you're going to have it manufactured. Or maybe you're going to get a job in some kind of a manufacturing job or something along those lines. The Queen of Cups does seem to be really important or beneficial. And it looks like, look at the face of this lady and that. It could be the same person, perhaps, So it does feel like she's instrumental in you giving the money. If you find out about an opportunity, the Eight of Wands over here is talking about you better get on it quick. No time to mess around here. And she even looks like she is a postmaster or whatever. she's dressed up like a mailman or whatever. So it's like, maybe send that letter, but send that email. Send that email, send that text, that message, that thing. Send out that inquiry. Because you could hear the news even as soon as while we're still in Libra. Maybe you might even hear the news about the opportunity around that new moon solar eclipse while we're still in Libra. Or this could even also be, this is air. Could be you also. But when I looked over there, I felt like it could be something popping. You might want to get in, send that out before the Jupiter goes retrograde in your sign over here. But this is also could represent you and just looking over, what am I going to do with all this cash that I have all of a sudden? And it's interesting, in this card, he has the world down here. So the world says, it could be really big. Even if it's not the world card, I feel like anytime the world would, appear in the spread, it's going to be really good. Did I forget to do the animal totem for Taurus? Let me see here. No, I didn't. Okay, sorry. All right, now we're going to do the animal totem for Gemini. Okay, Gemini, what is the animal totem for the upcoming month for Gemini friends? Got the goat. Well, the goat is all about that achievement, climbing to the top of the mountain, all that good stuff. Sometimes the goat could be talking about a Capricorn here. So some of you, maybe this is something having to do with the timing of Capricorn. So it could have been past, like all the way back to January. But for most, I feel like if it's timing, I feel like we're talking upcoming Capricorn season, which is going to be as we move. That's right around the winter solstice. We just had the autumn equinox here in the northern hemisphere, and then the winter solstice, or the December 21st-ish solstice, and then on into January. Look at these mountains here too, and then these peaks, they were grabbing me. So maybe there's something about peaks and mountains involved for some people. Let me read what I wrote here initially. Independent, ambitious, rugged, curious, unfaltering perseverance and determination, climbing to new heights, top of the heap, overcoming obstacles, success after hard work. Yeah, success after hard work. That's definitely the theme here, Gemini. And, that Jupiter in your sign, that's bringing you opportunity. That's bringing you a lot of opportunities. Okay, let's go ahead and get our lots of love for Geminis for October. Timing. Yeah, it's all about that perfect timing. And if we're talking timing, I feel like any important things you should try to get in there before the 11th. Do it at the beginning of the month. Okay, let's get lots of answers. It says, indeed. And then finally, let's get the lots of Proverbs. One's here. It says, there's no accounting for taste. Yeah, there's no accounting for taste. Maybe if you were turned down in the past, it's just like, well, that timing, no accounting for taste. Maybe that just wasn't for you. See, this he's walking away with his idea, walking away from the factory, like he's upset. Like maybe he got turned down. But then the timing comes around again. Maybe if this is something that you got turned down in the past, maybe it wasn't when Jupiter was in your sign, okay? Because Jupiter being in your sign, that's going to put all that mojo in your energy. That's going to bring in that law of attraction and that magnetism and everything like that. So just because something didn't go well in the past, maybe you went back and then you refined it a little, and now somebody's interested. Somebody's definitely interested in you or your idea. And it does seem to be bringing in some financial abundance and financial success for you. All right, Geminis, well, thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget about the year ahead reading. If you want to get in on that, it'll be available only for a limited time. Again, the most popular reading of the year. It's available through my website only. I won't be doing any messaging through social media, so check it out there if you're interested. Have a great month, and we'll be back again next month. Okay. Cancer. Well, you're another one with this. This is a square, because anytime something goes on in the sign of Libra, that's a cardinal sign, and you're a cardinal sign, and you're going to be feeling that square energy. So you might have that urge. Oh, all these cards just are flying all over. These cards are real slippery because I rarely use them. I really only use them around Halloween. They're kind of stiff and slippery. But anyway, with Cancer now, with this Libra, I'm talking about this Libra new moon eclipse, right? Squaring you. So you do feel that, but sometimes it will make things uncomfortable. Both the new moon and the full moon are squaring you. So there could be a level of discomfort, which is the impetus to get you to be get you to make a change and make a move, because sometimes Cancers, you get comfortable and you don't want to make a move. Okay, let's see here. We got for Cancers for October, 10 of Pentacles, nice big money card, followed by 6 of Cups, something from the past. And then finally we have the 5 of Cups, also from the past, but like, regrets from the past. So let's get some more insights and information for our Cancers for October of 2024. By the way, I have a weekly reading that I do for all signs on Patreon if you're interested in that. Got the 3 of Pentacles, followed by the 9 of Swords. Is that 9 of Swords or 9 of Rods? Excuse me, 9 of Rods. And then the Empress, which is a beautiful energy. Empress is totally beautiful. Abundance. I mean, regardless of whatever cards are here, I'll tell you what, when you've got the 10 of Pentacles and you've got the Empress in a spread, you are walking into some major abundance. There's opportunity for major abundance. There's a strong indication of something from the past. The 6 of Cups talks about the past. Usually the 6 of Cups is something pleasant from the past. Something that made you really happy, maybe even from your childhood. There's children over here, or your own children or something like that. The 5 of Cups is also the past, where she's looking at the past. She's looking at what went wrong in the past instead of looking at the full cups that's still there. So all is not lost. If something was a disappointment in the past, and this card looks disappointed too. In Cancers, you can be kind of moody. Now, that's true. You can go into your moods and you can get in that downer. Don't be a Debbie Downer here. Pick yourself up, peek out of your shell and see what's going on out there. Because there certainly is something going on. And 6 of Cups feels again like it could really be some happiness. 3 of Pentacles, this is something that you've been building, you've been working on, perhaps with a team. This card seems to be working with a team, and so does this. It's almost like for some of you, you may be welcome to the family. Like this, you've been working on something as a team, and then this bigger entity or this bigger company wants to buy you out, or wants you to, maybe you'll be a regular, like when I was doing freelance graphics for years, sometimes I'd get in with these bigger companies that would just feed me steady freelance work, I was still an independent contractor, but I was also, working, they gave me steady work, for whatever length of time or whatever. So, could be something like that, where you still have your little independent office or project going on, but that this bigger company is trying to help you out. Maybe you're ready to surrender it over. Maybe you're just like, I've been working on this forever, and I'm glad to, I want to go work for the big corporation. Or maybe it's a big hit. Maybe it's just a big hit, and it's just like, yeah, everybody, money's pouring in. You've got to get out of this funk, though, okay? These 2 cards are showing us. Don't get in that funk. Get your funky ass out of that funk. Cancers, okay? Get your funky ass out of that funk, because there's an opportunity for you to be the Empress. And I associate the Emperor. I don't think it really is your card. I believe the Moon is your card officially in the Major Arcana. But I definitely associate the Empress with the sign of Cancer, because the Cancer is the mother of the zodiac, and so is the Empress is the mother of the tarot. So you have this chance for your creation to be very abundant. And the Empress is also a card of the harvest. In the Northern Hemisphere, it's this time of year. You're in the harvest. This is the season of my growing. I give to you, keepers of the brew. Whoa. It isn't hard to recognize. Oh, okay, stop singing. From time to time. I think that's the rain song. It's been raining a lot, because there's hurricane season in the United States, down in like Florida and the southern states. But we get a lot of rain too. I'm on the East Coast, well, not East Coast, but I'm east of the Mississippi, right? And it comes right up, and we get a lot of bad weather. Well, not like them, not like they're having. Hope everybody's okay if you're in one of those states down south that have gotten those bad hurricanes. Let's see here. Trust. Yeah, you got to trust in your gifts. So maybe some point somebody said, I'm still hearing that rain song. I've been hearing that. It's been in my head lately. It's been raining a lot. I love that tune. I forgot how much I love that tune. The one line in that song that I love so much is like, speak to me only with your eyes. Oh, speak to me only with your eyes. Yeah, and Cancer, you're like that. You know, you're that deep, soulful water energy. You know, you like that kind of stuff. Pools of looking deeply into somebody's eyes. But anyways, let's get your lots of, so soon, lots of answers. And then finally, your lots of proverb for Cancer. Oh, I got to do the animal totem. I'm going to stick it right here so I don't forget. But I will do it after. Let's just finish the lots. Okay. Be the change you wish to see. Yeah, so mostly I feel like it's kind of a change in attitude, you know. Not that attitude sounds kind of like bitchy, but, you know, get out of your funk, pick your head up, look at the beautiful things that are all around you, be appreciative and gratitude, and good things could be coming for you. They're blossoming all over the place. Even in this card, even though she's, you know, got her head down, there's still, it's just like this one, there's still that full cup, and then there's still that one spark of light in the dark. In the dark. Alright, animal totem for Cancer. Rabbit. You get, well, here's another thing. When you get Rabbit and Empress and there's all these kids all around, somebody could totally be turning up pregnant for sure. But the other thing is, when you get Empress and Rabbit, besides being pregnancy, absolutely abundance. And the Ten of Pentacles, we're talking major abundance is available right now. Prosperity, abundance, definitely fruitfulness. Okay. Rabbit. Sensitive, artistic, clever, nimble, outsmarting adversaries by staying one step ahead, taking colossal leaps and sprinting into the future, heightened libido and procreation. Yeah, so you may just be a little bit horny, basically. But yeah, so this could be super abundant. You get your vibe going. You got to get out of that funk, get out of that depression. If you've been feeling down, try to pull yourself out of it. Find something to pull yourself out of it. Look, just start being with gratitude. Start being grateful for some of the good things that are happening around. And even, you know, she's got the things are blooming all around. There's blooms. There's blooms on here. There's blooms there. Something's blooming here. There's blooms on the rabbit's smelling the beautiful flowers and the blooms. So things are blooming. Trust. Trust in your own creation. Trust in the universe. Trust that things are on the upswing for you, Cancers, okay? All right, don't forget to check your rising and moon. And if you want to get in on the year ahead reading, it's the most popular reading of the year. Check it out. It'll be available on my website. And next we're going to move on to the sign of Leo. Hello, Leo. Let's get right into your reading. You know, this is the eclipse season. It's not in your sign, but yet everybody feels it. This is a releasing of the last couple of years. It's a culmination of whatever was happening over the last couple of years. The last dance. The last dance of, I'm hearing Last Dance at the Disco. Is that a song or a band or something? I'm not sure. Okay, that's going to be the top row. Let's shuffle up the bottom row for Leo for the month of October. Real quick reminder, if you want to get out of your head reading, it's available on my website. And if you like this, I do weekly readings over on Patreon, so check those out if you're interested. Leo, Leo, Leo. Leo, Leo. Oh, yeah. Now we gotta go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Wheel of Fortune, sweet. Followed by the Knight of Pentacles. And last we have the Ten of Pentacles. All right. Big money. Wheel of Fortune and Ten of Pentacles. That's some good, there could be some nice money showing up for you. Okay, bottom row, we have Seven of Rods. They're wands. Followed by, this is Ace of Wands, but I always felt like they should have made this the Empress card. I always think of it as the Empress. And then finally the Lovers. Okay. Well, Wheel of Fortune, you know, fate and destiny is happening, and often eclipses will do that. You know, crazy things could happen under the eclipse energy, and this year's no exception. Knight of Pentacles is right there, so the Knight of Pentacles definitely, or most likely, would have a hand in whatever this, you're destined, you have a date with destiny, and it looks like it's probably with this Knight of Pentacles. This could be an earth sign person, a Taurus, a Capricorn, or Virgo. This could be also, because he's got that pentacle and there's all these pentacles, this could also be, you know, something having to do, he's the harbinger of the money, or the messenger of the money, or he's bringing in the news about the money, or your encounter with him brings in this big money, or perhaps you're going to meet somebody who's a love interest who happens to be, you know, very well off themselves. Whatever the case, your fortunes are up, things are on the upturn, you're doing well this month, particularly financially. Perhaps some of you may be getting some big new job or something. Somebody's getting a settlement, I feel like, some kind of a settlement, maybe through court, or a divorce, even a divorce settlement perhaps. But it doesn't look like it's a time of divorce. It looks like it's a time of falling in love. Some of you, Ace of Wands is a new beginning, planting that seed, that new beginning, and it does point right up at this person. So this person is bringing in this new beginning, this new energy. This could have even started back in Earth sign time, which would have been back in September while we were in Virgo time. So it could be something going back to Virgo time where you started it and now you're getting the big payoff. The Lovers is here, so many of you are going to be, you know, love is going to be a big thing. When you get the Ace of Wands and the Lovers together, that definitely would mean, like, you know, very much a sexual energy, very much, you're very attracted to each other, and there's a lot of, you know, sexual energy going on, as there often is when you first meet somebody. It's the ending of whatever this cycle is. There is an ending here, and this guy, I mean, typically the Seven of Wands is a different kind of card, I think. I have to look at it. But I'm gonna read it like I see it here, too. This person has had enough to me. They're like, they're throwing their hand, that's it, I'm out. I've had enough, I'm moving on. And they're going this way. But then this allows for this whole new chapter to emerge. For some reason, isn't the Seven of Wands where you're having a struggle? Yeah, I already know. The Seven of Wands is, I happen to pull up the other deck and the Empress was on the bottom. That's not the Empress, but it totally reminds me of the Empress. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. Yeah, so the Seven of Wands is, in a traditional tarot, is about struggle, struggle, struggle. But, you know, this one, you've had enough. You walked away. 7, you know, maybe it was 7 weeks ago, or it might be on the 7th or something like that. It might be on the 17th around this full moon in Aries, although this feels like this is starting much sooner than that, you know. So you had enough. Maybe you are getting, some of you had enough in a relationship and you are this final divorce settlement or something, or you're selling. Maybe you had a house together and you're selling the house together. But this does not feel sorrowful. This feels very much to be, you know, happy, gratitude, abundance, super positive. It doesn't feel like there's any sorrow attached to it. All right, I'm going to move over and we're going to get your animal totem for the next part of the reading. Got the crow, or the raven. Messages are coming. You're going to get news. And raven is magical too. Some of you are going to see a bird. Like there's going to be some thing about a bird here. Like you're going to keep seeing that bird, and then you see that bird again, and you meet the person, and then you're together, and you see that bird. I feel like it's like, oh, there's that bird again. Like it's some kind of magical thing with this bird energy. Okay, I'm going to read the card. It says, Magic, Myth, Legend, and Lore. The raven is calling you to awaken to the mystery and enchantment. It's time to shape-shift your life into what you want it to be. Yeah, so you're walking away, you're shape-shifting your life, and then the Wheel of Fortune comes in. This is timing. This is divine timing. This is, you know, synchronicities, being in the right place at the right time. This divine timing, this synchronicity shows up, and next thing you know, you're on the fast track to love and prosperity and abundance as well. Okay, let's go ahead and get your lots of love for Leo. It says partier. So somebody could be a partier, but hey, Leo, you like a good party. Nobody likes a good party like a Leo. You're the partiers of the zodiac for sure. I would say you have fun with this person. Okay, next we have the lots of answers. It says cloudy. So some things may not be true, may not be sure. You're not sure when you're walking away, but I'm here to tell you that it looks like it turns out to be something kind of good. Very good. It's very good indeed. Hey, jealousy is the green-eyed monster. Yeah. If there's somebody who's doing that kind of stuff, like trying to make you jealous or making you feel insecure, then yeah, you know, you don't need that crap. That's not the vibe. That's not how the Knight of Pentacles rolls. They don't play games like that. The Knight of Pentacles is salt of the earth. They mean what they say. They're very down to earth. They're very family oriented. This person might have a dog too, you know, and so they have this very grounded, earthy energy. They're not, you know, playing silly games and trying to make you jealous. If somebody has been trying to make you jealous, then yeah, maybe it is time to walk away from that situation. But, you know, I want to say by the full moon, when we get to that full moon in Aries, you're well within this new passionate relationship. You're well within this new loving situation. That's more than just a passion. You know, with the Wheel of Fortune, there's more to it than just, you know, I mean, if you just want a good time, a party, you're cool, maybe that's your thing. But I would say with the Wheel of Fortune, chances are it could be something even pretty, you know, that's usually a fate or a destiny, and it's more than just a fling, as they would say. Okay, Leos, well, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget about the year ahead reading, and check out Patreon if you want to learn about the weekly readings. Next, we're going to move on to the sign of Virgo. Hello, Virgo. Well, we're just coming off of your season. We had Virgo season last month, and we're rolling into this next sign of Libra and the last of the eclipses. Now, here's what's going on a bigger picture, Virgo. When after this is the last eclipse in Libra, so the next year, guess who's going to be in the eclipse seat here? You. Next year, it's going to be you and Pisces that are going to be having the eclipses. So buckle up. You're finishing up this cycle, and then next year, big changes could be on the horizon. But we're looking right now just at the month of October. Let's get our first 3 cards for Virgo. We have Queen of Swords. That's air sign energy. Could be the Libra eclipse. Next we have 10 of Swords. Oof. And then last we have Ace of Pentacles. Well, some of you have reached the breaking point, but let's get the next 3 cards. I'm going to do one more quick shuffle, and then we'll do 3 more cards for Virgos. 2, 3. Oops. First card is 9 of Wands, 9 of Rods or Wands. 3 of Wands. That's actually your ships are coming in. And then the 13, is that Death? Oh boy, I'm not for sure. Do I have a list of the major arcana? See, he doesn't always, it's not always clear in this deck what the cards are. I think I have a list of the major arcana somewhere. I don't know, these are my manifestation notes. I swore I had just a list of the numbers of the major arcana. Oh, dang it. Pretty sure that's Death, but I just want to confirm. Let me pull out this. This will be probably faster than trying to look it up on the internet. Tower's 16. Devil is 15. Death is 13. Yeah, that's the Death card. But Death is not anything to freak out about. Death is just change, okay? So, big changes, and not surprising that there's big changes around the eclipse energy. I just got to give myself a little spritz here. Sorry, hot flash time. Anyways, so this is definitely Queen of Swords. Yes, it could be an air sign person that you're dealing with, an Aquarius, a Gemini, or Libra. But I'm going to say that is the Libra eclipse energy showing up here. It's end time. You know, there's a lot of things that are coming to an end. You've been depressed about it. It's not been working out. 10 of Swords is definitely the end as well. 10 of Swords is the tarot goes just like a regular deck of cards, where you've got the ace all the way through to the 10 being the most, okay? And so you have this 10 of Swords, and that means you've had enough. This is the most, you're not going to take it anymore. You know, you're just not going to take it anymore. Something's been bothering you, and you're just not going to take it anymore. You've reached the breaking point. These are like the straws that broke the camel's back, okay? But look what follows. And then, of course, the Death. You're done with it. You know, it's ending. But look what follows. These eclipses and the universe, what happens is when things get rough like this, the universe is trying to push you. Here's another thing that came to mind, is that Saturn is in your opposite sign of Pisces. And this can be a Saturn kind of energy, where you just keep getting pushed and pushed and pushed, And it's just like, it's making things harder and harder and harder till you finally just say, that's enough. I've had enough. But then again, look what follows. Ace of Pentacles. Then you can see the light. Then the new beginning starts. New beginning in money, usually with the Ace of Pentacles, but it's just a new beginning in, stability, the earth plane. It's a very favorable and positive new beginning. And the Three of Rods, you can see, instead of moping and looking down, you can see the full moon in Aries here is shining a light down on the new possibilities. You can see how your ships could come in. You can see how it could work out in a different way. You can see how you could prosper and be favorable and positive, and things could really grow. These seeds that you're going to be planting, particularly, I would say maybe at the new moon eclipse, but I'm going to say, maybe even at the next new moon, or even around the full moon in Aries. These seeds, then you can see how they're going to prosper and grow. There is going to be some new beginning in money. There is going to be growth that's positive and things moving in a positive direction and the light shining on you. But first, there's going to be some releasing and letting go, and that's not uncommon around this time of year. Or not this time of year necessarily, but around the time of the eclipses, because often something will be eclipsed out of your life. That is, a known thing, right? Okay, Virgo, let's go ahead and get your animal totem. Got the raccoon. So raccoon talks about things could be hidden. This person's wearing a mask, if you notice. I don't know if that's a mask, but this person's definitely wearing a mask. And this person, not this person, the raccoon wears the mask. So sometimes there's things hidden. Maybe you're going to find out about, some of you may find out about a betrayal. And it might not be a personal relationship betrayal, because this is Pentacle stuff. This might be a betrayal at work. Or somebody, said something about you, or somebody's talking behind your back, or somebody took your idea even. And Virgo, you're a hard worker. You're always nose to the grindstone and working. Pay attention. Pay attention to what's going on, because maybe the universe is trying to nudge you to go in a different direction. Okay, masked marauder in the night. Resourceful, curious, tactile, resilient, ceremony, ritual, the shaman's journey, paying meticulous attention to hygiene and diet. Yeah, meticulous attention, that's you too. Here's the thing though, what I was going to say, this ceremony, ritual, you may want to do something on this new moon, or even the full moon. Even if it's just write down your manifestation list, or light a candle, or do a prayer. Whatever. It doesn't have to be any kind of crazy howl at the moon thing, unless you're into that. Then for sure howl at the moon. But if you're not, it doesn't have to be anything crazy necessarily. But you may want to do some kind of a new moon and full moon ritual. And part of it could be like to seek clarity also, I'm feeling. Okay, first let's go ahead and get your lots of love for the month of October for Virgo. First one we have is student. So there was a lesson to be learned. I feel like that's one of the things that could be happening. Could be your student even came up and stole your idea. I keep getting that somebody stole your idea. Okay, next says it definitely. So that's a big yes there. And then finally, our last card for the Virgos, our last thing is, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Well, what I get about that is, like, they'll miss you when you're gone, because especially if this is a work situation, and Virgos, you work hard, and so if the Virgo's gone, you're going to they'll realize, they'll miss you, because they'll know, wow, Virgo was really pulling a lot of weight here, and we might have to hire 2 or 3 people to cover the work that the Virgo was doing here. So you'll be missed when you're gone, but who cares? You're moving on to greener pastures. Keep your eye on the prize. Keep your eye towards the future. Things could be eclipsed out of your life, but it's for your highest good, and you're going to end up and land in a better place here with these cards, all right? All right, Virgos, well, thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to check your rising and moon. And if you want to get in on that year ahead reading or any of the readings that I offer, head over to my website, vickieverlie.com, or the only place that you can contact me for a reading, not social media, okay? Those are liars. All right, Libra, well, here we go. This is it. The last eclipse in your sign. You've been through the ringer over these last couple years. I believe it was the beginning of 2023 when we started having these eclipses in your sign. And it's been a doozy, right? My guys are saying it's been a doozy. It's been an experience. Have you ever been experienced? I have. Well, Virgo, I mean not Virgo, Libra, you have, right? You've been experienced. So you've had an experience, but this is the end of it. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is, you'll be shown the light. You'll be shown the, the glimmer of hope. Things are wrapping up. A big cycle. Even here's, I'm going to put this as your first card, and I'm going to cut the next two. There's even a bigger cycle wrapping up at the end of this year. And if you're Libra and you get the year ahead reading, we'll absolutely talk about that. Where there is, the nodes are going to be moving. The south node will move out of your sign, which is a big, big cycle too. But it's karmic. It's a karmic cycle. It's coming to an end. Something could be eclipsed out of your life for sure. Queen of Wands energy, fire energy. But it's always going to be for your highest good. The Devil. I heard the Devil in the deep blue sea. And Three of Swords. Yeah, if something's been causing you pain, it's probably going to be time to cut those chains. I looked down here and looked at those chains. The Devil is where you're feeling bondage, and the Three of Swords is something that's bringing you pain. For some, it could be this Queen of Wands. Maybe this is a fire sign person that you're having a rough time with. But also, this could be the answer. This could be the person that pulls you out of it. Because I don't get a dark energy around this person necessarily, but it's going to be different for everybody. Notice the red gown, red gown, red gown. So there's these red gowns. That could be blood. That could be, so blood could mean blood. They're my blood. They're my relative, family. But it could also be the root chakra. It could also be blood, like you feel like this. You've been stabbed, and blood has been drawn, Now, this fire energy, and it could be this full moon in Aries here, 17th. Could be talking around this time of the 17th. This is card 15, and it might be like between the 15th and 17th, where this whole thing is you're having an awakening, or you're realizing this thing needs to be eclipsed out of my life. And sometimes, Libra, you can be so nice. You're known for being nice, and you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But this might be the time when it's just like, you know what, I have had enough of this. The Page of Cups energy is here. This card also feels like you just had enough. This card is a card of whatever this is just not sustainable anymore. It's just not sustainable. And you need to move on and move past it. But there's some bright things coming for your future here. The Page of Cups is water energy, which could be after we move into Scorpio. After the 22nd, we'll be moving into the water sign of Scorpio for the rest of the month. But this is also psychic insights, psychic downloads, psychic insights, getting those ideas, getting those revelations, communing with spirit. But see how it lines with this person? I feel this Queen of Wands is somebody positive for most of you, I feel like they are shining the light on new possibilities. And then they say something, there's a spark here. Something is sparked here. And then you're ruminating with it. You're feeling into it. You're thinking about it. It stays with you. And you start developing it. You have Nine of Pentacles here, so your finances could go really well. Some of you, this is dead weight. Maybe some of you have been working for somebody else, and you're going to branch out and start your own business. And Nine of Pentacles says it's going to be a great success. The Nine of Pentacles is often having your own business or working independently. But either way, Nine of Pentacles is a card of great prosperity and abundance, for sure. Doing very well financially. And it's a card of having plentifulness, having time for pleasure, fun, these types of things. Listen to your own intuition, and you're going to get confirmation from outward people, but something is absolutely coming to an end, and it's time, okay? The last eclipse in your sign, it's time to let it go. If it's been causing you hurt, it's time to let it go, okay? All right, first let's get our... animal totem. I almost forgot again. Let's do the animal totem for Libra. It's the animal totem for the month of October. Oh, and happy birthday too, Libras. I forgot to say that. Possum. Yeah, possum and Page of Cups kind of go together. It's kind of this contemplation energy. It's kind of this sitting with yourself. There's a lot of stimulus in the outer world here around this eclipse time, but I feel like by the time we get into mid-month, then it's this contemplation, and it's this, maybe really thinking about it, like, they've been, you might realize somebody's been using you, and it could be work. It could be somebody trying to take credit for you at work or something like that. Like they've been kind of riding my coattails. Yeah, I've been carrying this heavy weight, and I've had enough. I'm walking. I'm walking. Yes, indeed. I'm walking. Reunite. Could be some of you, if you're going to reunite with somebody, it may be like you realize, oh, I understand why it didn't work out in the first place. You may reunite with your old career plans and dreams and go back to doing something that you really loved before. Next we have, it's plausible. Whatever this is, this business or whatever you want to start here, it is plausible. It's plausible, it's possible. Let's see, last one, lots of proverbs. Work smart, not hard. Yeah, work smart, not hard. Feels like you've been really carrying a heavy load at work for many of you, and now it's time to work for yourself. Whether it's, or maybe it's something, if you're not doing your own business, it could just be a company that, you're appreciated, that you're getting that reward, and you're getting that they do things in the right way, or they do things in a way that makes sense, They're not bogged down to the old. That could be some of this too, like where you're in a company that doesn't want to keep up with the times, but you want to implement new things, or they don't want to listen, and you can see how it's just making it harder for you to do it, and you want to do things, you could see how it'd be easier to do it on your own or in a different place. This could be the time. This eclipse, this exact eclipse cycle, by the way, isn't coming back for another 19 years. And South Node won't be in your sign for another 19 years. And South Node is releasing, is letting go. All right, Libras. Well, if you want to dive in deeper to any of this stuff, we can head over to my website. I've got the year ahead reading and other readings as well. That'll be available for a limited time. Have a great birthday and the last eclipse till for the following year. Well, not for the following year, for a long time, until we get into like maybe 8 or 9 years. But anyways, happy birthday, Libras. Next, we're going to move on to the sign of Scorpio. Okay, Scorps. Well, happy birthday to all you late October Scorpios. This one flipped out. It's 10 of Wands, but we're going to just do a whole shuffle. That wasn't enough shuffling. But you may be in 10 of Wands. Maybe you are working kind of hard. I'll just say that. What's going on for our Scorpios for the end of October? Well, not the end, the whole month of October and beyond. All right, so this is for Scorpio Sun sign, rising and moon, or anybody who has prominent Scorpio placements in their chart. Let's do three cards for Scorpio. We've got Three of Swords. That was in the last reading. Followed by Eight of Swords. Worry and stress, and the last card we have is the Two of Cups, soulmate energy. Okay. Now we're going to do 3 more cards from the second one, the Deviant Moon. 1, 2, 3. And we've got Queen of Cups, that would be your energy, followed by the Knight of Pentacles, excuse me. And the last card we have is the Moon. Well, the Moon. Yeah, we got this eclipse energy. This is the season of the... There must be a season of the witch. Yeah, it's the season of the witch, but it's the season of Halloween, and it's the season of eclipses ending. And yeah, this is you, and this person, doesn't it seem like they're just coming right... They're not chasing after you, but they're definitely... They want to talk to you. They want to know more about you. This could be this... I feel like this is the soulmate energy. Three of Swords, Eight of Swords. You've been through something for sure with the Three of Swords. There's been something going on here. Eight of Swords, you've been worried about it and you've been stressing, and it's probably making things worse than not better. Or it could be like your last relationship, and maybe you've not been really wanting to go forward in the next relationship. But there's definitely a partner or some love or a positive relationship around you on whatever level. Could be a work partner. Pentacles could be a work partner for sure. But boy, is this person hot on your trail here, all right? This Knight of Pentacles. So Knight of Pentacles is earth sign energy, which of course is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. They are definitely pursuing you. Maybe they're pursuing you because they want to hire you for a job, or they want to, whatever, publish your book, or whatever the case. They want to work with you in that way, but you're not seeing it right now. And then that moon energy, sometimes with the moon energy, take away all the eclipse overtones, which is there, of course, but the moon energy sometimes can also make things kind of misty and not true, not true, but not, don't see things clearly, all this stuff. And you're looking at your cup. You're looking at your cup and you're looking over here. You're aligned with the Three of Swords still. So let's get unaligned with the Three of Swords. Let's go over here and see what's this all about. At least explore and see what it's all about, because it does feel very favorable. Maybe because you got burned in a past relationship, you're reluctant to try again. But this is a soulmate energy, again, on whatever level. Seems to be romantic. It seems like somebody, for most of you, is really pursuing you in a romantic way. Now, if you're not looking or you're married or whatever, then check your rising and moon. Or again, it could be financial with the Pentacle energy. But boy, do they seem like they are, interested in you big time. Now, this moon energy could also be talking about this eclipse energy. Could be something popping around that eclipse time. The other thing is, especially if you're Scorpio rising, this eclipse is in your 12th house. So not only is that releasing the past, but that could be it's hidden. Like you might not see it. Well, you're not going to see it if you're only looking here. You got to turn around and look elsewhere and see what's out there. Let's see, because this isn't subtle. They're definitely, feels like they're running to catch up with you. They want to talk to you. They want to know you. They want to get to know you. And then it could also be the full moon here, which is going to be this full moon in... now, if you're Scorpio rising, by the way, this full moon in Aries on the 17th, that's in your house of work. So it could even be somebody who's trying to catch up with you and see if you're interested in working with them or working that job with them or something. But yeah, you've been through something, but it does feel like it's left behind, and there's new opportunity on the horizon. New love opportunity on whatever level. Maybe it's family, maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a love affair for many. But let's see what the animal totem has to say for our Scorpios for the month of October. The snail. So snail means things are moving slowly, moving at snail's pace. But also, here's the thing with the snail. The snail talks about slowing down and noticing things. Similar to what I was saying here, you might not notice this because you're not looking. Okay, beneath the stony hull lies a soft and dewy side, and that's Scorpio. You get this reputation for being, a hard ass or whatever. Scorpios are so whatever, they're so this and that, but they have their soft side too, right? Beneath the stony hull lies a soft and dewy side. Healing of deep wounds. Well, there you go. Healing of deep wounds. Rejuvenation. Re-emerging after a period of rain. It's all this stuff. And rejuvenation, that is a key word for Scorpios all day long. Slow down and appreciate the little things. Yeah, slow down. This person, maybe they just want to go for a walk with you and talk to you. It might just be more of a friendship. Maybe it's an older person who's in a wheelchair, but maybe they have a lot of wisdom to impart to you or something like that. I don't know why they'd have to be older to be in a wheelchair, but for some reason that wheelchair kind of thing is standing out to me too. But let's see what we got here. Let's get the not animal totem, but the lots of love for Scorpio. Coming up on your, he's shy. Yeah, maybe you're shy, but maybe they don't seem shy. They seem like they're hot on your trail there. But you're coming into Scorpio season, and you're coming up on your solar return. This is your big time to manifest your reality, so you don't want to be stuck in this bogged down in that stuff. Okay, next, it's iffy. What is that? It's iffy. It's iffy. I think they're saying it's tricky, but... Okay, last one. Lots of proverb for Scorps. Love is blind. Yeah, love is blind. So, that could be a lot of different things. Love is blind here. Maybe that person was kind of a dog and you didn't see it because you got the blindfold on. But maybe, you're like, oh, I don't feel, I'm not at my ideal weight, or, oh, my hair looks funny, or I'm not ready. Love is blind. They don't care. They're coming after you. They're coming to get you. In a good way. And definitely in a good way. And the Two of Cups being up here, you will love again, Scorpio. You will have relationship in your life again. You will have friendships, relationships, intimacy on whatever level. You know, it doesn't even have to be necessarily sexual. But here's another thing, though. Earth and water go very well together. You know, a nice earth sign would be a very nice combination for a Scorpio, okay? All right, Scorps, we'll start getting your manifestation list together for your upcoming solar return and Scorpio season, because it's just right around the corner of what you want to manifest. And again, if you want to get in on the year ahead reading, which is very thorough, and there's a lot to talk about for the upcoming year, head over to my website. That's the only way to get a reading, not through any kind of messaging on social media. That's all BS, all right? It's not me. Okay, next we're going to move on to the sign of Sagittarius. Well, Saggies, you know, you guys, again, it's not in your sign, but everybody's affected by the eclipses. This is going to be a big letting go, a big ending time for many people. And Sagittarius, you know, you're no exception. You're in the mix. Here's another fun fact for you guys. This Jupiter going retrograde, it's in your 7th house of your Sag rising, but even if you're not Sagittarius rising, it's in your opposite sign, so it does represent other people. So you could, for friendship from the past, lover from the past, it's highly likely you could hear from one of your lovers or friends from the past, for sure. Okay, let's get 3 cards for Sagittarius. Or maybe it's just something else from the past that you're going to pick up again. 3 of Swords again, and this isn't coming off the top. This is coming off the cut. Okay, it's not like I didn't shuffle enough. High Priestess, because the 3 of Swords has been in the last few readings here, and then the 7 of Cups. Okay. Next, I'm going to cut first, just to make sure we're getting cut these all up, and then we're going to do our 3 cut. Make sure we're not getting these same cards again. Okay, we've got Justice. Next we have Queen of Cups, water sign energy. And then finally, we have the 7 of Swords. Well, you know, you've got this 3 of Swords right off the gate. I mean, I shuffled and it was not on the top. It was in the cut it came out. So you also may have been through some major stuff lately, some kind of big heartbreak or something like that. But you've got Justice following down here. This feels so strong because these swords are pointing right up at that. It's almost like he pulled the swords out of it. You know, he pulled the swords out of the heart. You know, justice will be done. So what goes around comes around. Okay, I'm looking over here at these swords too, and I heard they're going to eat their words. So somebody's going to eat their words. Somebody who said some crap about you, they're going to eat their words, and justice will be done. Now, in a more regular, down-to-earth, you know, way, justice could be. Maybe you're going to have some kind of justice will be done in a, you know, a legal thing. Could be some kind of a legal thing coming up. Could be like, you know, a legal case or signing of contracts, you know, or something along those lines. But for most of you, I feel like it's karmatic justice. And I feel this pulling that right out of there. And there's this Queen of Cups. Now, they are part of it. You know, this Queen of Cups reaching out in this way, offering emotional support perhaps, but also just feels like offering help, wanting to help. Is there anything I can do? Trying to help you. The High Priestess is also up here. You know, the High Priestess is a powerful card of intuition, psychic ability, trusting and seeing your own intuition. Could be, you know, it's definitely a time to trust your own intuition, because whatever this is, it's going to go around and come around. You know, it's not going to be between the 2 moon cycles. I feel the way these 2 moon cycles are lining up like that, almost looks like a set of eyes when you push it together, doesn't it? Like 2 eyes. But I want to say it's between the new moon and the full moon. So the new moon eclipse on the 2nd, and then the full moon, which is on the 17th. I want to say in between those 2 times, you're going to get some news, something that you intuited, something that you kind of have a feeling about. You're just kind of, I got a feeling that something's going to go down, or, you know, blah, blah, blah. And maybe 7 of Cups, it might even be a little bit of something you're dreaming about too. Not that you would wish bad on anybody, but just, you know, more, you could look at it more on the lines of they're going to see what they're missing out, or they're going to see the value that I brought to the table, and they're going to realize that they made a big mistake here by doing whatever they did, by walking away or passing, you know, whatever they did. and this is also you knowing that from within, that you knowing that, that you are worthy, and that they did make a big mistake, and that you were in the right, that you stood strong and you were in the right. Seven of Cups is dreaming your dream into a reality, and with the High Priestess energy backing it up, it's like really, really amplified. This is a big time, maybe around this eclipse too, where you could really manifest that reality and create that reality. Justice is the card that grabs me the strongest. Justice will be done. Again, I heard whether in heaven or on earth. So, but could be karmatic justice like we've been saying, but also, again, could be some kind of actual legal actions of some sort. But that goes in your favor for sure. That kind of makes up for it, or makes it right in some way. Rights that wrong, or makes it right in some way. Okay, let's get your animal totem. The wasp. Yeah, something really stung. It definitely, it was stung. It had a bite. Something really stung. But they're going to eat their words. Every time I see this, every time I look at this, it's like they're going to eat their words. Okay, fearless warrior spirit of the sky. Shamanic healing and transformation. Stinging, attacking, fighting the good fight. Impassioned action makes dreams come true. Yeah, dreams are coming true here, and dreams are coming true there. So yeah, you're going to have help, but also, that's digging into your own fiery energy, Sagittarius, because you are a fire sign. And speaking of fiery energy, that second, not that second eclipse, but that full moon, the second lunation, full moon on the 17th, is in fiery Aries. So that's going to be right in there with your fiery energy as well. Well, let's get the lots of love. Got devoted. This person I feel is really devoted to you and really is there to help. And it might not be a romance, but it might be your own mom. It has a mom vibe, okay? Even if it's not your biological mother, it could be just somebody who has that vibe. And it says negative. Well, yeah, we know that something's negative happened up here. Oops, something fell. It's not that, it was my headphones. And then finally, the lots of answers. Lots of proverbs. It says, a little knowledge is a dangerous thing. Yeah, they didn't have the whole picture about you. It feels like they were talking some smack in some cases. Like somebody was really talking some smack. And they're going to eat their words. That's what I keep getting. They're going to eat their words. And you will have vindication, basically. That's basically what the Justice card is talking about to me. Karmatic justice, having vindication. They can eat crow, I'm hearing. They're going to eat crow. So they're going to, they'll get what's coming to them. Don't waste too much energy on that. You got this powerful manifestation. And the eclipses are powerful manifestation for everybody. So that's really where you should be focusing your attention at this time frame. Okay, Saggies, we'll have a great month of October. If you want to get more, I have the weekly readings on Patreon. And also, if you want to get a personal reading for the upcoming year, there's lots to talk about. You can head over to my website for either of those for more information. Now on to the sign of Capricorn. Hey Capricorn, thanks for tuning in for your October of 2024 Psychic Tarot reading. You're another cardinal sign, so every time we have these eclipses, it's been happening, they've been squaring your sign. Besides having Pluto in your sign, you've had the eclipses in your sign. So, I believe that Pluto has gone direct by now, and next month it'll be gone forever, so we can be happy about that. But in the meantime, eclipses are big times too for releasing and letting go of things, and you're in the mix on this for sure. Okay, let me shuffle one more quickie, and then we're going to do 3 piles and cut 3 for our Capricorn friends. We have Temperance, working with your spirit guides and angels. Is that only one card? Yeah, 7 of Swords, feeling like something's been taken away from you. And then third we have, there's 2 cards there. We have the 5 of Swords, but this guy also came out, King of Wands, so I'm going to go ahead and put him in there. And then let's do a quickie shuffle. So you've been through some stuff here. The universe is sending in some help, I feel. That's what they're telling me. Let's see what we got here. We have the 4 of Rods, or 4 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, and lastly, we have the 2 of Cups, the Soulmate card. Yeah, this person is, I mean, you've been through some stuff here. Well, we know. I want to just double check on that Pluto thing for us. I believe it's going to be Pluto goes direct this month, or maybe it even already has. Let me double check on that. I want to give you correct information. But I know for sure in November it's gone forever. I can tell you that much. Where's old Pluto? Yeah, it's going to be on the 10th. I didn't put it in the thing. I probably should have. But on the 10th, okay, on the 10th, Pluto goes retrograde, and the 11th, Jupiter goes direct. But after the 10th, Pluto's been in our sign. I'm a Capricorn too, that's why I say us. And, you know, it's been causing all kinds of havoc. We know, don't we? These last, since '08, you know, back and forth, back and forth. So, you know, these guys both, I'm hearing like a thief in the night. These guys both look that way. I mean, I don't think it's an actual thief, but it just feels like, you know, there's been some shady stuff going on in your life. You know, some shady stuff you felt like, you know, people, you know, things have been, you've not been dealing with the greatest of people, or you've been disappointed in how people behave, and you know, you've just been in this kind of, it's been a rough road to go, okay? And the eclipse is making things funkier even more, okay? But in between these two cards, and this one did pop out. This one actually popped out instead of that one, but we're going to take them both. You've got this beautiful temperance energy. It's like, have patience, hang in there. You're working with the universe. Your guides see everything that's going on here. Your higher force, your spirit guides and angels, they see all, and they see what's going on, and they know what's happening, and help is on the way. They're working on putting in the perfect situation and bringing in the perfect person. Now, you do have this King of Wands as a soulmate energy coming in, because if these were laid out, you know, this way, this would be right on top of this. So this King of Wands is somebody who's going to be very favorable, very positive, shining some positive light on you and your situation. Now, this is the fire energy, so we might be looking at this full moon in Aries time when this King of Wands shows up. Okay, no gender in these readings, but the King of Wands is somebody a little bit more experienced. They're a person of action. He's a man of action, they're saying. You know, they're not about waiting and seeing or this and that. You know, the fire energy is, let's take action. They're result oriented. Let's make a plan. Let's make the results and make things happen. You know, it's action, action, action. Many of you, Four of Rods, you know, you might be, this is a Two of Cups. This is a soulmate. For some of you, it could be a big romance thing. Two of Cups, Four of Rods. Four of Rods is often you know, they're doing hand fasting with, if you see that in this one. But I often use the Four of Wands more about moving to this new home or having this happiness in your home. And note, I mean, there's moons on all over this card because it's a deviant moon deck. But there is a full moon on this card. So again, we might be looking around that time of that full moon in Aries. Both are squares to Capricorn. Libra and Aries both are making squares to Capricorn energy. So it's coming from both angles. But yeah, happiness is just around the corner, they're saying. Nine of Pentacles, too. It looks like you're going to get some financial rewards. For some of you, if this has been something messed up in your finances and money, which I know Capricorn does not like that energy, then this could be somebody coming along that's fixing that for you, too. You know, maybe they're going to help you with getting a loan on financing, or buying or selling a home, or getting a loan to buy a home, or some kind of, you know, paying off taxes on a house or property tax or something. But whatever, it's going to put you in this beautiful place of the Nine of Pentacles. I know this card is kind of funky looking, but I promise you that Nine of Pentacles is a really good card. You know, in the traditional tarot, that's the one where the lady has the, you know, where she's got the thing, you know, she's in the garden with the bird and all that stuff, and all these pentacles are all over. This one is a little different. Now, this one, it's interesting about this mask, too. This could be something right around Halloween time, too. If you are single and looking, I would definitely go out and look at Halloween time. And maybe you'll even meet somebody who's dressed with a crown, or one of these kind of skeleton masks or something. Some of these imagery that's showing up on this card, that's that might be the one for you. But yeah, Nine of Pentacles is having that financial stability, being in the driver's seat, having your money be in line and being the way you want it to be, you know, being comfortable, financially comfortable, and having your home be nice and comfortable, your home being a place of peace and comfort and happiness, and the spirit guides are working with you, but they're also, this is a real person in the real world. They're also definitely sending this real person in who is a soulmate, again, on whatever level. Soulmates aren't always just your lovers. You know, soulmates are your best friend. It could be somebody who's just like knows how to about real estate, or knows about business, or whatever you're dealing with here. They might just be a person that is a soulmate on that level. No romantic entanglements at all. It depends on what you're looking for. But it feels like they're going to help put this all to bed for you. They're going to put this all to bed, because a lot of things are going to be put all to bed here and finishing up from these last several years. Well, since 2008, try 14 years or 15 years or 16 years or whatever, a long time. Oh, I was going to do that, but let's get our animal totem first. I keep skipping the animal totem. Okay, animal totem for Capricorn for the month of October 2024. October. The frog leaps and bounds. Transformation and leaps and bounds. The frog, it goes through these metamorphoses, which is, it starts out as a tadpole, and then it's the newt or whatever. I'm not sure of the order, but you know, it's always transforming. And the sign that's always transforming is Scorpio. Now we're moving into the sign of Scorpio after the 22nd, so it could be talking about that. But the planet Pluto is ruler of Scorpio, and Pluto is death and rebirth and transformation and everything. So yeah, it could be this whole end of this Pluto, because you finally, the final stages of growth, you've arrived. Excuse me 1 second, I just get a quick sip of water here. Yeah, the final stages of growth, you've arrived. So yeah, this could be really, you know, you've made it through the Pluto transit. Congratulations. I was going to call you Pluto, Capricorn. Okay, frog, rainmaker, alchemist, clairaudient. Fertility, transformation, metamorphosis. Safe passage into the netherworld. The final stages of growth, you have arrived. Yeah, the final stages of growth, you have arrived. So you're transcending, you're going up in the temperance, this higher vibrational energy. You're transcending all this BS down here, all this whatever that is, you know, people trying to mess you around. Capricorn doesn't like to be messed around. They don't think it's funny or cute, you know. They don't like it, okay? All right, let's go ahead. If you're a crosswatcher and you're looking out for your Capricorn loved one, they don't like that stuff. Knock it off. Okay, they're kind of a serious. Well, they can be fun too, but they don't like that crap. All right, let's go get our lots of love here. Let's see what we got here. Casual. Yeah, so it could be a casual meeting that turns into more who's actually a soulmate. Okay, next we're going to get our lots of answer. It says likely, so that's positive. It's likely. Probable. Okay, and then last but not least, the lots of proverb. Love is the answer. Yeah, love is the answer. Yeah, so here's the thing too. When love is the answer, we got the Two of Cups, as people showing up, this card, Four of Rods. Don't waste time on the pearls before swine. You know, don't throw pearls before swine. Don't waste time on this low-level crapola down here. Excuse me, Capricorn. Love is the answer. Communing with your guides, taking it up to that higher love, going to that higher level. That is the answer. Not rolling around in the mud with the swine. Okay, Capricorns? Well, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'm glad to report that you made it through the Pluto transit. Be on the lookout for that King of Rods, whether male or female, could be anybody. And if you want to get into the year ahead reading and see what it's going to be like next year as Pluto moves out of your sign and a bunch of other stuff, then check out my website. Next we're going to move on to the sign of Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, well, like we've been saying all along, you know, these eclipses are for everybody. It is the final release of the last couple of years, since early of 2023. So everybody's affected. You know, in your case, it's a trine. You're an air sign, and Libra is also an air sign. So it's a nice trine energy, so there could be some harmonious vibes going on there. But overall, you know, it's a change. There's change afoot. There's change in the air. There's change afoot. Things are changing. Things are happening. Things are changing. Okay, let me do a quick shuffle here, and let's do cut 3. 1, 2, 3. And the first card we have for you is Temperance. Now, that again, that's the same as last, but it came on the cut. It didn't come off the top of the deck. So Temperance is balance, communing with your spirit. You've got Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign energy. And then finally, you have the Two of Swords, making a big decision or being at a crossroads. Now we're going to do 3 bottom cards for Aquarius for the month of October. 1, 2, and 3. First card out is the Knight of Wands, fire energy. Could be the Aries full moon. Then we have the 8 of Wands, moving on a journey, traveling. And the Ace of Swords, victory. Victory and triumph here. Well, you know, you will be victorious after all. This is what's grabbing me on this one. I always use this card really just for a journey, basically. But look, it's got that crow carrying that letter or news. So there could be some important news coming. Some important news coming that allows you to move forward. Well, actually, she's cutting down this thing here, the 8 of Wands. Oh, I say sometimes this deck is very different, and I like it, and I like to read it like it is. But isn't the 8 of Wands moving on? I'm going to have to look at it because I'm not for sure. I want to look at it in the traditional tarot, just to be sure. She's cutting down. This seems to be some kind of a harvest. News coming that is going to lead you to, you know, some sort of a harvest where it's like it's go time. Okay, time to cut down the stalks. And in the northern hemisphere, you know, that is the case. Oh, yeah, it is this card. It's this one. So it is this messages and news are coming. Yeah, messages and news are coming, but the way she's getting ready, she's got her scythe or whatever ready there. She's going to chop down those stalks or whatever they are, the bamboo stalks, and cut it down. And, you know, she's going to have a good harvest, okay? And the Knight of Wands is also flying in to help here, too. They're carrying this one, too. I feel like this is a help. Even though these cards are gruesome. They're pretty gruesome. So you have to, like, kind of set that aside. It's just because they're gruesome doesn't mean they're negative. Okay. So he's riding in on his, the dead cicada or whatever it is, locust. You know, the locusts are thought of as plagues, because this sort of seems like these are locusts, both, a version of them. So, you know, you think of locusts as plague, but locusts come in big swarms, don't they? So I feel like news is going to be coming in big swarms. Lots of news is coming. Lots of ideas. Lots of things. And you're going to get, somebody's going to get a news back from some sort of an inquiry. There's been people here wanting to make a decision. The Pentacle people, the people with the money. So maybe it's about a job, or maybe it's about, I want to say, a submission for some people. And Ace of Swords, it's a victory. It's a victory whether it's yay or nay is what I'm saying. Because I feel for some people it could be like, yeah, we think it's cool, but we're going to pass, but they give you some good notes, or you get some good information out of it or something. So I feel like it could be a victory either way, but you are heading towards victory. You're getting closer and closer to victory. And your guides and angels are definitely trying to help you. They're trying to bring in the right person in the form of the Queen of Pentacles. Now the Queen of Pentacles is Earth sign energy, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. But the Queen of Pentacles also is the money person. And that rabbit is really standing out to me. And the rabbit is definitely abundance. But the rabbit is also things leaping forward. And for some of you, I'm feeling like this might be around Easter of next year. Which, even if you don't celebrate Easter, that's going to be spring of next year. So some of the things you got cooking up here now maybe won't come to full fruition until we get into baby brown time, Easter of next year for some people. But you're working with your guides. Money's coming. There's a decision being made that is victorious for you in whatever case. And definitely if you're cutting down, some of you maybe actually, I'm getting ready to cut down my plants that I've been growing. You know, maybe some of you have been you're going to be cutting down plants and you're going to have a great harvest. And there's other people interested. There's more than one party interested in you. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's what the guides are coming through with for you. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. There's lots of options, and the Eight of Rods also talks about lots of options. So, or before you throw in the towel and say, oh, well, they said they didn't want to work with me or I didn't get the job, screw it. No, hold on, because there's more news coming. There's more. You don't have the full story yet. Pluto's going to go in your sign next month, and then next year, and for 20 years it'll be there. So you're going to be going through quite a bit of transformation. So just hang in there and kind of roll with the changes and see what comes up. Animal totem, the Leo, the lion. Well, I always think of this as a Leo. So some of you might be dealing with a Leo for sure. But it's the lion energy. And the lion is the king of the jungle. Okay, the lion isn't, oh, somebody didn't like my stuff, I'm going to throw it away. That's not the Leo. The Leo knows they're good. The Leo knows that they rock, and they know that they're favorable, and they know who they are. Okay, majestic, generous, fierce, and proud, courageous, king of the beasts. Sublime leadership inspires loyalty. Delegate authority, then bask in the sun. Yeah. You're rising to a position of power. It might not be right this minute. It might not be in the way you thought it would be. There could be a surprise coming from some other source or some other way. So don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Your guides and angels have stuff in store for you. They're working on it. They're working on it. They got things. Things are cooking. They've got plans. And the Queen of Pentacles is going to be an important person, whether male, female, whoever. Okay? Let's get your lots of love. It says mingle. So get out there and mix and mingle. That could apply to career too. I feel like that applies for career for sure. Like it's go to a jobs fair, or go to, be among colleagues, or go to like, what do they call those talks? They have those talks where people give talks, and you can network, do networking. Okay. All right. Next, lots of answers. Maybe, baby. And then finally, the lots of, or this one, lots of proverbs. If you can dream it, you can do it. Isn't that the thing? If you can dream it, you can visualize it in your mind, and you're working with temperance here, you're working with your guides and angels, because if it can be imagined, it can happen. If you can dream it, you can do it. Don't be so quick to just toss things in. Don't just like delete your files because, oh, they didn't like my submission, or I suck. Don't take that, because this face on here could be somebody, could be kind of a critique that's kind of harsh. I feel like even if this critique is harsh, though, there's something in it for you. Listen to that feedback. Listen to that. If it's just a troll being a jerk, then of course not. But sometimes there's critiques or little pointers that people say, and it actually could, if you get over being defensive about it and actually listen to what they say, there could be some good points in there. Okay, you're going to be going through transformation, Aquarius. That's all I can tell you, because the Pluto coming through your sign, as a Capricorn who just went through it, experienced it, I can tell you, you will be transformed, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Here's the thing, Aquarians, you guys are pretty more willing to roll with the changes maybe than a lot of Capricorns are. So hopefully it'll go well for you. If you want to get in on the year ahead reading, head over to my site, because we'll talk about that Pluto for sure in that reading. Okay, and I have other readings. If you like this, I have Patreon and different things. Okay. Last but not least, let's go ahead and do our wonderful Pisces. Okay, Pisces, well again, the eclipse not in your sign or anything, or not really making any hard aspects. But, you're in the mix. You still have Saturn in your sign. Ooh, this one just flew right out, didn't it? 10 of Cups, nice. Well, I'm going to go ahead and cut your next two. Got 10 of Cups, followed by the Lovers, wow. And the 6 of Swords. Okay. There's some beautiful cards up top there for Pisces. Looks like big romance time, perhaps. Okay, let's shuffle up some more, and let's get 3 more cards for Pisces for the month of October of 2024 for our Pisces. 1, 2, and 3. Got 8 of Pentacles. Next, we have Knight of Cups. That could be you. Regardless of gender, that might be you. And Page of Pentacles, Earth sign energy. Well, wow, the Lovers and the 10 of Cups, come on. I mean, love is in the air for you, Pisces. Your romance is off the charts here. You're feeling so in love and so happy. Knight of Cups, now again, that could be you, but Knight of Cups also, signifies this is that love energy. This could be that lover coming in, or maybe it's the Page of Pentacles. It's interesting because the Page of Pentacles they got him holding this big wrench and stuff. And this Eight of Pentacles, well, first of all, Eight of Pentacles by itself says work's going to be going well for you, okay? Work should be really good, doing some work that you love, making a lot of progress. But the page, when I saw this too, after all this lover stuff, I thought maybe you could meet somebody at work or while they're working. And then with this big wrench there, it's almost like, and even the moons almost match, the two moons almost match. It feels connected, you know? And so maybe you're going to, if you're looking for love, you can meet somebody at, you know, maybe at your job. Or maybe this is your car mechanic or somebody, a plumber or somebody that uses tools like this. And you spark up a conversation and it turns out, you know, you really like each other. Whatever the case, relationships, I mean, work is going to be good. You're working on, this could be the perfect work partner too. This could be the perfect work partner that you're working on a project with, but then it turns into a love affair as well, you know. So there's work going on. You're cooking along. You're churning out a lot of, you know, good stuff here. This feels more like, for many of you, more like your your passion project, like the thing, your side hustle or passion project, or the thing that you're really working on that you really love. So there's that, but also there is these people, there's these relationships. That's also a big part of it. And even if this isn't you, this could also be somebody else who is, you know, a love interest too. Now we've got this Six of Swords, you're moving on, but this also just feels like relationship. The thing that gets me more, you know, in the traditional tarot, this card is just like these cloaked figures and you really can't see them. But there does seem to be like this protective love energy around this. If you're single and looking and you have kids and you're worried about, well, I don't want to know if I want to have anybody around my kids. This has kids on it. This has kids on it. So it says that this person would be protective and, you know, a good person to have around your kids. It's okay to bring them around your kids. And same here. You know, they're attentive and they're looking at the kids like, yeah, the kids are cool. Or maybe it's you and your partner and the kids you have. Maybe you'll be taking a trip, but it does feel like moving on from the past. For some of you too, if there is an ex, look at this Lover's card. There's this other person kind of lingering in the background here. So if there's this ex that was sort of hanging around still, and you're just not, you know, it's just like, oh, you know, I don't know if I want to be with them, but there's this ex that's always hanging around, or maybe even their mother in some cases it could be. This is going to be left behind. It's you guys going off by yourself, and there's no ex or mother anywhere around, okay? So relationships are thriving. That looks awesome for you, Pisces. And your work is thriving too. It could be like the two of you work and play together. You know, it's a, you know, sometimes it gets to be a little too much on those where you're just like, God, I need a break from them. I don't want to be with them all the time. But some people really thrive in those situations where, you know, you work together, you play together, you're a couple, you're a family. Somebody's got like a farm and some kind of a, where you work the farm, but you also, somebody's got some kind of a, something going on in the barn or workshop or something, like a business that you're running or something you're creating there, feels like. So, you know, things are really looking well. And with the Saturn in your sign, by the way, Pisces, you know, for this time frame, things are looking really good for you, and things are, you are setting up and establishing long-term stability in whatever area of life. Love, relationships, work, businesses, whatever you're doing now. You know, that Saturn can be your friend if you allow it to work with you, and it can really give you some solid foundations and major stability, okay? All right, animal totem, the dog. The dog is all about finding your pack. So you're finding your pack, you're finding your tribe, you're being with your peeps, you're hanging with your peeps, hanging with your homies, right? All right, rolling with the homies, that's what it is, okay? Loyal companion, protector, ally. Is there a dog on the card? Yeah, there's a dog on the card too. It might be an actual dog, because there's a dog on this card down here. You can see that. He's down in the corner there. Down on the corner, out in the streets. Okay, loyal companion, protector, ally. Immense capacity for unconditional love. Well, that's apparent everywhere here, right? Service to the pack, group incarnation. To have friends, you must be a friend. Yeah, I mean, Pisces, you're good at being friends. This in group incarnation, because I was picking up too, like some of you, it's like maybe you have kids and you're bringing this guy around, or maybe the girl, like you're bringing this other person around your kids. That's part of the soul family. That's part of the group incarnation. That is part of what's kind of meant to be in this scenario. You know, they're meant to be in that kid's life and be a positive influence and impact, okay? All right, let's get our kindred spirits, yeah. And next we'll pull lots of answers for Pisces. What do we got here? It says yes, straight up yes. Straight up, now tell me what you really want to know. Straight up, now tell me. I can't hit it. It's that old Paula Abdul song, Straight Up, Now Tell Me, Do You Really Want to Love Me Forever? But let's get our lots of Proverbs. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Well, you know, that's talking about, you know, don't be reaching, you know, something. This is Mr. Here right now. Maybe there's something, they're not perfect, or maybe there's not, it's not whatever, but it's here right now. These opportunities are here right now. That's the thing, that's the bird in the hand, okay? Two in the bush is like, yeah, maybe someday or whatever, it could be. Saturn's going to bring you those things that are going to be the long-term situations, and these are the things that, this is the thing here too, that you spend many hours, you just get lost in. I'm looking at that clock, it's just like, you just get lost in it. Those are the things that you want to pursue. That's leading you to your soul's path and your highest calling. The things that you're just doing and doing and doing, and you can't, you know, you're just doing them all the time, and that you can't, you know, hours go by. It's not where you're watching the clock and it's like, oh God, is this ever going to end? You know, the drudgery. It's where you're impassioned and you're just, you know, what happened? Where'd the day go? You know, you spent the whole day working on it. You didn't even, you know, time just flies by like that. So boy, it sure looks like a nice love energy for you this month here. I also called you Scorpio. This might, because I got a feeling like this wasn't you maybe. Could be with the Scorpio. But it's Pisces, of course. Yeah, and with Saturn in your sign, again, could be cool. Eclipses bring changes. You know, things can show up in eclipse season. It doesn't always have to be a bad thing, right? All right, everybody. Well, thanks so much for tuning in. Again, one more time, don't forget about the year ahead reading. It's only going to be available for a limited time. Have a great month of October and the last eclipse of the year, and we'll see you again next month. Bye.